it's White Boy, and I'm here to tell you a crazy story about what happened to Mr. Joe Nation over there. His old iPhone 4 died, and it's just some craziness happened when he just tried to get a new phone. And hey Joe, what are you gonna do while I'm telling the story?
Gonna make burritos.
Fair enough. Just last week, Joe was chatting on his iPhone 4, and out of nowhere, the damn thing turned off. So Joe, what'd you do?
I plugged it back in.
Then what happened?
Damn thing didn't charge.
The damn thing wouldn't charge. It was dead. So then Joe took it to the Apple Store. He gets there, and those genius fools tell him two things. He can either one, restore the phone, or two, he can spend $150 and do a phone swap and get a brand new iPhone 4. So Joe, what did you do?
I went home to try to restore it, but I kept getting an error.
An error?
So I figured it was dead, so I just paid the $150 to get it swapped.
So then he went back to the Apple Store, and then what happened?
They said I didn't make an appointment, so I had to come back later.
They said he had to come back later. He went back later to do the swap, but when he got there,
They were all out of iPhone 4s.
they were all at iPhone 4. So he had to order one. That genius fool said it would take 4 to 5 days. So Joe said, okay, do it. So a couple days go by. Joe gets a call that his iPhone 4 is in stock. So he went to go pick it up. And then he restores it, puts all his contacts in, his apps in, and all that crazy shit. Then Joe went to sleep, wakes up the next morning, and Joe, what happened?
The home button stopped working.
The home button stopped working. So what'd you do?
I went back to the Apple
He
Store.
went back to the Apple Store. And they were kind of confused because they just swapped his phone the day before. But they went ahead and did a restore. And then voila, the phone started working again. Right, Joe?
Uh-huh.
So Joe takes his phone, he puts in his contacts, he puts in his apps, and 3 hours later, what happens?
The home button stopped working.
The home button stops working again. So Joe, what'd you do?
I went back to the Apple Store.
He went back to the Apple Store. Mind you, this is the 4th time that Joe's been back to the iPhone store. These guys are recognizing this fool. They're calling him by his first name.
One guy gave me a high five.
One dude gave him a high five with his hands clammy.
No.
That's cool. I don't like clammy hands. Anyways, he plopped his phone down and says, the home button stopped working again. So they said, we're gonna swap it. This is the second swap. And the second time Joe's been in the Apple Store in one day. Man, this story's crazy already.
Yeah.
So Joe gets his second iPhone. He takes it home. He loads in his contacts. He loads in his apps. Then Joe, what'd you do?
I took a picture.
And what'd you see?
Saw this big, black, blurry thing in the corner of the
A
screen.
big black blurry thing in the corner of the screen. I saw it. It looked like a big black booger. Everybody right now, pick your nose, take that booger and put it right on that camera lens and take a picture, because that's exactly what it looked like. But in Joe's case, that booger wasn't on the camera lens. It was on the inside the camera. So Joe, what did you do?
I went back to the Apple Store.
He went back to the Apple Store. This was the 3rd time he was there in one day. So Joe charges in there, gently puts his phone down and says, this is the second swap iPhone I had. The first one, the home button didn't work, and this one has a big black booger in the camera lens. So the genius guy was like, okay, let's see what we can do. So they took a look at the camera, and then were like, we could just swap out the camera. So that's exactly what they did. And 10 minutes later, they came out with Joe's freshly new iPhone with a brand new camera. The home button works, the camera works. So Joe took his phone and went home, and he rested. All the crazy iPhone shenanigans was done. So Joe, what did you do?
Well, I got home and I loaded up my contacts and my apps.
So Joe, just out of curiosity, when you were downloading them iPhone apps, were you connected to your 3G network or were you connected to your Wi-Fi network?
Well, I was on 3G, but I figured it'd be faster if I used my Wi-Fi connection. So I went into the settings on the phone, searched for Wi-Fi connections, and, you know, I live in an apartment complex, so 10 different connections should have popped up.
So what are you saying?
It couldn't find any.
Your brand new iPhone phone couldn't find any wireless networks?
Nope.
So what'd you do?
I went back to the Apple Store.
Back to the Apple Store. They must have thought you were some crazy man that liked to hang out at Apple stores. Or you were some mastermind behind some scheme. Like you were buying some broken iPhones off eBay for dirt cheap and then bringing it back to the iPhone store and getting swapped out with brand new iPhones. It's actually a really good idea. So Joe, then what happened?
So I went in and they said they didn't have any more iPhone 4s in stock because I took them all. So then they said I had to go pick up another one at a different store.
And where was that?
40 minutes away.
40 minutes away?
Yep.
Man, that shit's crazy. So Joe went to go pick it up. Is that it?
Yeah.
Did you meet any hot chicks?
No.
You didn't like go get like a sandwich or something?
No, I just went to get the phone.
Well, I guess there's a lesson to be learned in all this, and that is patience. You know, there was no nosebleeds, no broken arms, you know, no bodily fluids misplaced, like nobody died. So I congratulate you for your patience.
Yeah.
So Joe made some delicious burritos, so we're gonna go eat them right now. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.